people don't want to hear this, but Stranger Things Season 5 is just as bad as Game of Thrones Season 8. Now, the only reason why people hate on Game of Thrones more is because Game of Thrones was on track to be the greatest show of all time. Stranger Things wasn't, right? It was just a good show. It was never going to be the greatest of all time. So when Game of Thrones took that nosedive, it felt way worse than what Stranger Things did. Now, before you start arguing with my Gengar here, give me examples. Give me examples on why Stranger Things isn't as bad as Game of Thrones. I bet you can't give any that is valid. Now, before I talk some more about this, I am going to give you a spoiler warning for both the series, actually, because I have to get into it, right? Or I won't be able to talk about it. So if you haven't watched either of those, just go ahead, watch it, and then come back. All right, let's get into it. Nobody important dies. That's the first problem. At least in Game of Thrones, some characters died. Some characters that you were attached to, like Jaime, for example, even though Jaime gave up on his whole redemption arc and just turned to shit at the end, he at least died, and we were kind of attached to him. In Stranger Things, Eleven might have died. Who knows? It's up to you to interpret it. Wait, what did you just say? Kali died? Oh my god, the character that they showed for 3 episodes died? Oh man, I feel like dying myself. All right, second problem, Vecna, Mind Flayer, what the fuck is going on there? It's just like Night King. Hyped up for 7 seasons, hyped up for 5 seasons, dead in 5 minutes. It makes no sense. Yes, it might have been better than Night King because at least the Vecna didn't die in one stab, but if you look at the scale of it, right? In the same season, to kill a freaking Demogorgon, they had to do all that. They had to literally use a whole episode to kill a Demogorgon. But they took 5 minutes to kill the big bad? Does it make any sense? Also, when they are fighting the big bad, where are the Demogorgons? Where are the Demodogs? Everyone's on vacation. I keep seeing a meme of a Demogorgon drinking a freaking pina colada on a beach. And now I think that might be true. I think they're just doing that right now. I mean, I would have asked Duffer Brothers, but guess what their answer would be? Shit, we don't know. That's what they say for everything. Brother, what happened to Dustin and Susie? I completely forgot about Susie, man. Why is Dustin flirting with a girl at the end when he's supposed to have a girlfriend? The only reason we know Dustin doesn't have a girlfriend is because he flirted with another girl. Or maybe he's a cheater. Who even knows at this point? Like, I watched this one podcast or an interview with, who was that, Gayton? And he said Dustin might have broken off with Susie off screen. Might have and off screen. At least he could have said, yes, they broke off screen, and we were not shown that because we felt that would be pretty useless to the plot, which will coming out. That is pretty useless for the plot. They wasted more time on that, or spent, for all you woke people, spent more time on that than killing Vecna, killing Mind Flayer. Are you serious right now? We all decided to skip that scene because it was so corny. If it was just me, then yes, maybe I would have been the problem. But if all of us, all my friends who were watching it together, decided collectively to skip it, then we all can't be the problems. There was a gay guy amongst us. Yes, I'm going to call one of my friends gay guy because I don't want to dox him. But guess what? His coming out story was way better than freaking Will's. And by the way, Noah Snap said that he had been preparing for this moment for 6 months. Preparing how? Preparing to like make the viewers cringe? I don't understand. At least they didn't do that shit in Game of Thrones. Brother, imagine if there was a 10-minute section of Arya Stark coming out. That would have given Game of Thrones a rating of 2. I am not even joking. People are so much harsher on Game of Thrones than freaking Stranger Things. The whole season finale of Stranger Things felt like plot armor after plot armor. I don't understand. Why is Upside Down not scary anymore? The Abyss? That looks like Arizona. What is going on? But yeah, I decided to make this video because I saw a bunch of people on Reddit arguing about how Game of Thrones Season 8 was way worse than Stranger Things Season 5, and it's not even comparable. like, I was told to never listen to Redditors, but that take just pissed me off, man. So here you have it. Stranger Things Season 5 is not better than Game of Thrones Season 8. They're both bad. They're both bad. We need to just admit that and move on. That's about it. Peace.